What's up everybody? It's George here. We're back with another video. Now today's video is going to be an unboxing, maiden flight, and review of the Hubsan X4 quadcopter. Now I gotta be honest with you, the main reason I bought the Hubsan X4 was for the controller. I watched TNT Neon's video of him using the Hubsan controller with the Proto X, and I wanted to do the same thing. But I've also seen some great videos on the X4 itself, and I'm real curious to see how it flies and see how much fun it is. It came in today at work, so let's not waste any time. Let's get over to the bench and see what's in the box. Okay, here we have it, the Hubsan X4. As you can see, probably to keep the cost down to 50 bucks. They've got very simple packaging, very plain, just black and white. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Okay, first there's an important notice. This is about the controller. I'll be sure to read that. The instruction manual. You're definitely going to want to read through the instruction manual because it's going to tell you the specifics that this controller does when you're doing tricks and things like that. Seems everything's packaged nice in this plastic wrap here. Okay, first thing out of the box, there's not a lot in here, is the charging cable, a USB charging cable for the battery. I did order another battery, but it won't be here for a while. We have the controller. This is definitely much larger than the Proto X controller, and I know this is going to feel much better in my hands. We'll take a closer look at this in a minute. And finally, the Hubsan X4. Very nice looking. Looks sleek. It definitely has beefy arms on it. Appears to be some type of high density plastic. We'll take a closer look at this too. And believe it or not, that's all that's in the box. The radio, the Hubsan, and a charging cable. Oh no, wait. It does come with spare props. I did miss that. And that's pretty much everything that came in the box. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the controller. Okay, taking a look at the controller, this is what I call a bat wing type controller, kind of like what you would see on a console. Very easy to hold in the hand, and I'm sure that it's going to be a lot more comfortable than the little Proto X controller. One of the things that we notice is that it has trims for elevator and aileron, and it also has trims for throttle and rudder, which the Proto X didn't have. So that's going to be a big plus for me because one of my Proto X's was kind of like rotating, so I'll be able to give it a little trim and hopefully straighten it out. It does have an on and off switch and an LED, and it does have an LCD screen, which is kind of nice. It'll let you know what your trims are set at. The right stick clicks up and down, and this is what you use to change modes between beginner and advanced mode. And while you're in advanced mode, you can do tricks with it. I suggest that you read the manual. If you like move it left and then right, it does a right roll, and right and then left, it does a left roll. They spell it all out in the manual. It's definitely something that you want to read. Overall, it looks like a pretty sturdy controller, and I'm real curious to see how it's going to feel when I'm using it to fly. Now let's take a look at the Hubsan X4. Well, at first glances, it looks really nice. It does have a very nice shiny finish on it. It appears that everything is pretty well protected. The arms, like I said, and the whole body is made out of a high-density plastic on the bottom. It's pretty much encased. That's going to be good in the event of a crash. It does have the battery in the back, which is removable, and that is definitely a big plus. I did order another battery. Hopefully it'll be here soon. To give you guys a comparison of the size of this little thing, let's go ahead and put it side by side with the Proto X and the Blade MQX. Okay, as a size comparison, here we have the Proto X, here we have the Hubsan X4, and here we have the Blade MQX. You can see the Proto X is about 2 inches at the ends of the arms. The Hubsan X4 is about 3 inches at the ends of the arms, and the Blade MQX is about 7 inches at the ends of the arms. so it falls right in between. This does definitely look about the right size for flying around the house, where you'll be able to see it, but still have it small enough to maneuver it around a living room or a dining room or something like that. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and put this thing in the air and see how it flies. Okay, here we are in the conference room at work, my favorite place to do maiden flights. Today we're going to be doing the maiden flight of the Hubsan X4. I've already turned on my radio and plugged in the X4, and we're ready to take her for a spin. First thing, let's see how stable it is in the hover. I'm going to go ahead and spin her up, take off, and see how she does. Right out of the box, this thing is extremely stable. No trim adjustments necessary. It is just flying like a top out without any adjustments at all. I'm running it in normal mode right now, and it does have an agility mode, but in normal mode it seems plenty responsive. Yep. She moves around pretty good. Let's go ahead and take her for a spin around the room. Flies very, very nice. Try a little pirouette. Pretty stable. No adjustment. I may have to do a little trim on the yaw. It seems to be going a little bit to the left and then a little bit to the right, so at this point I'm not going to make any adjustments. But what I do want to do is make sure that it's flying good, and it does appear to be flying good. This should be a lot of fun, flying it around the living room and chasing the dogs around. I have to say, out of the box, I am very impressed. For 50 bucks, how well this thing flies, and it looks like it's constructed pretty well. I'm pretty happy. Let's try a circuit in the other direction. Circuit counterclockwise. Little nose end hovering there. Good for orientation practice. Now I'm going to go ahead and, just to show you, I'm going to put it into agility mode. Here I'm going to rock the sticks in both directions. You can see it's pretty docile, but it does move. Now I'm going to put it into agility mode. Whoa. It definitely makes a lot of difference. Now I don't want to slam the sticks in agility mode because that could put it into one of the trick modes. I'm going to go ahead and put it back into normal mode by pushing on the right stick. Now I'm back in normal mode, and as you can see, it's much more docile, but it's still very responsive. So there you have it, the Hubsan X4, out of the box, flies like a dream. So let's go ahead and head back to the bench and do a final review of the Hubsan X4. Okay, so we've unboxed it, we've taken it to the plant and done a maiden flight, and now let's do a quick review on it. The first thing I gotta tell you is I really didn't expect this little thing to be as much fun as it was. The main reason I bought it was for the controller, but I gotta tell you, it's really gonna be better practice flying around with that. It's small enough that I can still fly it around the living room, but not so small like the Proto X. The Proto X is a novelty item. You can take it into work, buzz it around the cubicles and things like that. But if you're gonna sit at home and kind of practice and try to get orientations down and things like that, the Hubsan X4 really does lend itself to feeling like a larger unit. So I was pleasantly surprised overall, very pleased, and I would rate this product a good buy. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy flying, friends!